Back in Northampton, Nathan King, who celebrated passing his GCSEs by stepping on a red-hot 4-inch nail, has been taken into theatre, so surgeons can take a closer look at his seared sole.
The idea will be to mark out the area of dead skin, take that away, and go into the foot and make sure there isn't any damage to any of the tendons or the nerves or the vessels within the foot. The degree of damage that can be caused by a hot nail compared to a cold nail is far greater. So a cold nail will simply be a penetrating injury and damage anything in its tract, whereas a hot nail potentially will heat up the surrounding tissues, so you may have a slightly wider area of injury.
Dr. Nawaz first cuts away the dead tissue. If left, it could cause infection, which could spread through Nathan's foot.
Unfortunately not very elegant surgery, but in these cases what's important is to be aggressive rather than just do minimal, because otherwise it will always get infected again.
Secondly, he has to open up Nathan's foot to gain access to all of the injured tissue. By doing this, he can check damage to the blood supply, nerves and tendons. If these are compromised, it's bad news for Nathan, and even worse news for his toes.
So you can see that's the blood supply and the sensation going to that toe there. And it looks very bruised where it's been burnt as the nail's gone through. There's not much we can do about that except give it a chance to heal on its own when we close the wound up. Looking deeper down, there doesn't seem to be any obvious tendon injury that I can see.
Fortunately for Nathan, it seems that although burned and bruised, the blood supply and tendons are relatively intact. Nathan's toes can breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, the wound's washed through to clean the area and give it the best chance of healing before being closed. All Dr. Nawaz can do now is keep his fingers crossed.
There's a lot of damaged tissue extending all the way up to almost the back of the foot. I've debrided as much as I could without being too aggressive because there are a lot of important nerves and tendons there. Two of the nerves, which we call the common digital nerves, which supply the sensation to the toe, were very, very bruised and part of them were burnt. As to whether he'll regain sensation to those, I'm not sure. We have to wait and see. Nerves take a long, long time to heal.
A few weeks later, Nathan's back at A&E, and against the odds, his foot has made a full recovery. Here's Irina.
Hello, Nathan.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. It's nice to see you. How are you getting on?
Better. My foot's all healed now. The healing process, it's nearly there. I've got a small wound. It's scabbed over, but apart from that, it's all fine. I've come to return the crutch.